All right, enough of that. Hello, I'm Steve from Mac84, and welcome to OpenTalk number 10. How do we get to number 10? It's a great question. I'm Steve from Mac84. You're watching Mac84 because otherwise you wouldn't be seeing me from Mac84. Hi, I'm on the YouTube, so you can subscribe, like, do all that fun stuff. We have a friend joining us today. His name is James. Is also known as Hyper Talking. He is waiting in the green room, sipping his coffee or tea, and waiting for me to shut up to introduce him. So here he is.
Hi, Steve. How are you?
Hi, James. How's it going?
I'm good. I spent the morning tidying this room so that I don't fall over when I move around it.
No, that's half the fun, though. Then when you're live,
well, I've got a special area that's dedicated to you. That's just like reminiscent of your basement. If I just turn my camera.
Oh, thank you so much. That makes you feel such a.
I've got
the monitor upside down.
Yeah, upside down monitor. And there's a few other bits. Actually, the floor. Yeah, there's areas that are a bit more Steve's basement. This bit here though,
it happens to all of us. It happens to all of us. I do like your shelf is very clean. But before we move on too far, I want to say hello to everybody who has been silly enough to join us in the chat. We have Luke, we have Carthor, Eric, Ron of Ron's Computer Videos, Trina's Technobabble. Let's see, Eric from Eric's Edge, Sutek, 50 Shades of Beige, known for their archiving efforts and scanning, which is amazing. Apple's Anonymous. We also have Francois and Michael's Workshop. One Bit Fever Dreams is here. Man Dark Jedi is here. Hyper Talking, whoever that is, they're in the chat. Sharkez is here. Apple Museum is here. Hello, Apple Museum. And let's see who else. I'm scrolling. I think I saw Sutek. Maybe I said that already. Falcon STE is here. S-Shrek is here. Excellent. All right. So for those of you who don't know who James is, this is James. He's right here. And he has a website, hypertalking.com, I believe. It's in the video description. I can't forget or remember. He's also on the Instagrams and all that fun stuff. And I know how active you are on social media. So obviously people have to check that out. But all kidding aside, James and I have done a few of these together, and he keeps coming back for more punishment. So I'm not doing my job correctly. But
these are also like with us. It's I mean, I'm like as bad as you. It's just like long bouts of wittering with streams of consciousness and jumping around all over the place and not really having much coherent anything. But there's always stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah, no, that's I think what's good about the OpenTalk name of this is we don't have to conform to anything. We're just a bunch of dorks looking at things, going, "Ooh, shiny!" And you know,
the other thing that I'm good at, that you're good at, is the thing where you remember something exciting and then you go off for half an hour and just leave like dead air looking for it.
That's great. That's one of my staples.
Those are my favorite bits of your videos. I'm like, where's Steve gone? Somewhere on the other side of the basement.
I feel so bad for anybody who watches those live streams like after they're live, and they're like, "Oh, what the hell has he done now? Oh, well, I could just skip forward a half hour." You know, it's just like...
That's what they made, that little preview on the slider just for your stream.
It's just for mine.
You're just like, no one can do this anymore.
I used to go in and put chapters into some of the live streams, like where it's like, okay, I took a break, okay, and
don't watch this bit. Don't watch this bit. Skip this.
There's like 15 solid minutes that you might want to watch. The rest 6 hours you could just forget.
There's a few things we could talk about today.
Sure.
Actually, like we could. Okay, so firstly, the main thing that's been going on between you and me for the last, like, I don't know, 2 years is I've been slowly sending crap to your house.
And it's been so gradual that I haven't noticed.
And now it's like a giant pile, right? I don't know how much it is. Have you got it all? Oh God, is that it?
Well, there's also a box on the floor.
Well, no. Because what would happen was basically I sent like, I think I said to you, "Oh, can I just send you this, that, and the other?" And you were like, "Yeah, that's fine." And then I'd be like, "And I'm just sending you one more thing, and then that's it." And then like a few months later, I'd be like, "Just one more thing," and I kept doing it. And now I actually have no idea what you have. Like, we could go through that and see what it is, because I don't remember what there is.
Well, I hope I have all the boxes. There might be like one or two small ones shoved in the closet, but I'm pretty sure I put all of them in the pile. Okay, so we'll see. There's one I haven't opened yet that I'm sure neither of us remember what it is.
Okay, so we can open that. So that's something we could do together today. And I'm also, fingers crossed, hoping that you might recap a board for me, which is one of the things that I sent to you.
We could do that.
Because even though I've got all the bits and bobs for recapping, I don't have the time. And you're a nice man. And so you foolishly offered to do it for me.
Yes.
And then, otherwise, there's crap here that I'm happy to share, including if we do have time. I think one of the more fun things is I got a what is it? Yeah, a workgroup server 9150, which is this thing here with its side off. And it used to belong to someone in the mid to late 90s who ran it as like an internet server, and it had like an email server and an FTP server and a web server and all sorts on it. And I think they built websites like commercially, and there's a whole bunch of sort of half-made government websites. There's like the royal family's website from 1997, and there's lots of other weird stuff. And there's one that's maybe a bit not safe for work, which made me laugh. Which we hit. I don't know. You might not want to. I don't think you want to show that one. I was a bit shocked when I found it. So yeah, and then there's I'm sure that, I mean, there's obviously infinite random things in here. If any of your viewers want to see any of the things that are in the background a bit more closely, I'm happy to go and get them.
All right, so everybody pick the heaviest object, and we'll make poor James sweat.
I walked right into that.
Well, I think the context I need to give everybody here is you're across the ocean here. So unfortunately, a lot of the eBay sellers who have things that you fancy will not ship to your neck of the woods. So the last resort is James comes pleading to me and says, "Look, I've been looking for this for 30 years, and this is the only one I've ever seen. Can I have it sent to you?" And I'm like, "Oh yes, of course."
Well, look, we've got lots of we're getting some questions. Eric's Edge says, "What's in the Picasso case?" So this is fun. Look, here we go. Look, I've already started, Steve. I'm just going off piece. To be honest, you need to take control because this is your.
I'm making you. No, hey, I'm half asleep. We're all good. Drive.
I don't know what this is. but it came up for like £20 on eBay, and I was like, of course I've got to have that. There's nothing inside it, but it's like the worst briefcase or suitcase ever, because it's just like a lump of plastic, and you kind of slide. I think you slide these bits. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. You slide them like that, and then there's nothing inside, sadly.
I know what you could put in there.
But yeah, I could keep. What would you put in there?
I would put a first aid kit in there.
Oh yeah. What you mean, like as in a spare PRAM battery?
Well, you need both. You need like the human section and then like the Mac section. So you have like ADB cables and PRAM batteries and
your tech step
floppies.
Have your tech step in there, and
yeah, put the tech step in there.
The thing that came before the tech step had like a sad Mac logo with like it was kind of like I can't remember now. It was called like APT or ATP, and that had like a Mac with like a bandage or something as its.
Yeah. And then there was the Mac check had like the little stethoscope.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
So what should we do you want to start looking through that box? Or...
Yeah. Let's. So I've separated a few things.
You might want to make yourself big.
Oh well, that nobody needs to see any of us. This is an audio only program. So these came in small boxes. So I'll go through one by one.
Oh yeah.
You'll remember these better than I do, so you could explain what the hell they are.
Yeah, excited about it. Well, ironically, this is a game made and designed in Britain. So Populous was by Bullfrog, who is Peter What's His Job, who's a bit bonkers, and he went on and did Black and White, and he did they do Theme Park as well?
Yeah, I believe they did.
Yeah, and they did a bunch of games that everyone loves, and so Populous is somewhat possible to find. I do have a box Populous, but I didn't even know Populous 2. I'm not sure I even knew it existed.
Oh, and it's sealed.
Oh, is it?
Well, at least there's tape on the bottom and the top.
Is it original tape or someone's added it?
All you need to know is it's PowerBook compatible.
Yeah, that is important. Electronic Arts did a whole bunch of stuff where they labeled it like that. I'm not sure why. Maybe like business people going on a plane. I don't know. Be like, buy this.
Well, the system requirements are Macintosh 2 series, Performa, LC, Centris, and Quadra, Classic 2, Color Classic, PowerBook 165 and above, System 6 or higher, 2.5 megs of RAM, floppy drive, and hard drive, runs in black and white or 16 color, 20 megahertz or faster recommended for color, not copy protection, which is no copy protection. System 7 or higher, you need 4 megabytes of memory. I don't know if you could cut it there, James, but
is that on Macintosh Garden?
Well, we could see. Let's
because if it isn't, then maybe before you send it across the Atlantic, we should archive it.
Yeah, I think that's another check that we're doing here. I see the first. Oh yeah, here's the second one. It looks like there's a disk image of the CD, a patch to let the game run in 256 colors, a custom disk image. Yeah, so it looks like whatever this version was that is uploaded.
And that is Populous 2.
Yes, Populous 2 Trials of the Olympian Gods.
Sweet. Okay, you can send that safely to me then.
Alrighty, we'll put that
very much
aside. The next one is this.
Ooh, okay, yeah, now that is exciting.
So what is this?
So Voyager company, they started out doing sort of multimedia stuff that was like synchronizing Laserdisc with like software, and they built it all in HyperCard. And then they moved on to doing sort of multimedia stuff on CD-ROM. But they did this series called Expanded Books, of which this is one. And the Expanded Books were very much aimed at people who, like, basically PowerBooks came out and they were like, oh, people could take a book with them to read on their PowerBook. And the idea is that you kind of have the story, but then you have all these notes around it too, that like references kind of stuff like, you know, where did this come from, whatever. And they did a whole bunch of books that I've got an Alice in Wonderland, I've got a Malcolm X, I've got a Jurassic Park, and some others. And basically, there's a couple of people on Macintosh Garden, including me, who basically are trying to hunt down all the expanded books and get them archived. And that one was, I mean, that they are very rare to find. Is that one on Macintosh Garden already?
I'm trying to look for it. I searched for the Isaac name here, and it didn't really come up with anything other than some other unrelated Ultimate Robot thing.
Yeah,
But,
I think I put Jurassic Park and Malcolm X on Macintosh Garden about a year ago.
Are these CD? I would assume.
No, they're floppy disks.
Oh,
yeah.
Even more fun.
If that isn't on the garden, we might need you to unseal it.
I'd be happy to do that if you'd let me.
I mean, obviously, I'll feel like I'm missing out, but
well,
it's not that big of a deal.
There's a list here on Macintosh Garden of what needs to be archived, and this is on that list.
Yeah, I think I was looking for it. Yeah, I don't think it is on the garden.
Well, I can extremely carefully open this to leave most of the shrink wrap on.
Let me look at what I've.
It's up to you. You don't have to make the decision now. We could come back to
it. What I'm doing is I'm checking my list of my uploads. Just check because that's the quickest way of getting to the old. You're gonna have to fill this, Steve.
Well, Trina, the problem is that I don't have too much of your crap yet that I all have to consolidate it into one box. Then it's harder to lose.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I'd love to try this one out.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them on the garden, like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, Autobiography of Malcolm X I added recently, and Jurassic Park I added recently.
Oh yeah, I see the Jurassic Park one.
Yeah,
or I'll share my screen so it could.
Oh yeah, do it. It's got a really fun, like, pixelated dinosaur on the back cover, I think. And it's before the film, so it doesn't have. It's got the original book artwork.
Oh, neat.
Which is quite fun. Oh yeah, I love that dinosaur on the back cover.
A little Stegosaurus, I love it. You have to put that in like the baby's room as like it's like the pattern on the wall or something.
That is tempting. Yeah, so I think we need to get that archived.
All right. Well, I will be gentle, and I have that applesauce imager here. So.
Good. Well, it's better than any of my slightly ropey
30-year-old floppy drives with questionable heads.
It's been a long time since I cleaned up and lubricated a floppy drive. I think the only one I trust is in my Quadra 700.
All right. Well, I will do the honors very carefully, and I will explain as I go along, so you makes you feel like you're not missing out. All right, let's get this closer.
Oh, and you can scan it as well.
Yes, because you don't have a scanner.
No, I'm awful. I take iPhone photos and just shove them onto the garden. And I'm like, sorry.
All right, let's try this out here.
People love watching.
Unfortunately, I have to do the whole thing because it opens like a book. But
this is good because this is checking off the other thing that you and I said that we would do, which is like open sealed software.
Oh yeah, that was what, a year ago?
Yeah. We said we were going to do that. We did like one each, and then it stopped.
We obviously got too important and popular.
50 Shades of Beige says scanners. Did someone say scanners? Just so you know, the only scanner I've got is wrapped in bubble wrap, and it is the Apple One scanner, which I think scans in maximum of 4-bit.
Well, that's all you need.
Yeah. All you need is 16 shades of grey.
Or 50 if you look at the chat.
I mean, I'm afraid I can't afford 50 shades of grey. So yeah, so that's the only scanner I've got, and I think that would be maybe worse than iPhone photos.
Maybe.
This is quite
good. I'm trying to cut this because it's a scalpel. It's very sharp. but I don't want to poke the paper, So far, so good.
I wonder if I can get some of my other expanded books and I can show you them. They are somewhere on a shelf here. I think I've shown them before, but it would be fun to have a little look.
Wow, 50 Shades of Beige said they've actually worn out a scanner.
Holy moly.
That takes skill. That's an accomplishment.
Right, I think they're hiding behind my marathon boxes. Yeah, here we go. Got them. Behind Marathon and Prince of Persia. Here we go.
That's a good place to be.
Right. Shall I show these?
Yes. Let me finish slicing this. And then we'll make you big. And see how you like it. And that'll give me time to run upstairs and put this into the applesauce upstairs.
Yeah, and then everyone can see how tired I am and how good at presenting I am.
That's why we're here. Not for me. All right,
Right.
here we go.
Oh, it's the first. This is so exciting. Look at that. I bet they
On
didn't sell any
one
of them.
floppy disk.
Yeah, standard thing. Yeah, and basically, they made all their own custom hypercard stuff. For there's they all have this little sort of guide to user interface in them. Cool. It's nice though. That confirms that there's no other paperwork that comes with it because I don't think I've had a sealed one before. Oh, look at that. That's fun. But Voyager then went on and just did tons of multimedia stuff. And actually some of the first CD-ROMs on the Mac were Voyager things. They made these ones that were like half audio, and it would be like a Mozart or Beethoven well-known piece. And then the other half would be like a data disc, and it would be like a whole guide to like interpreting the music and everything with like clips of the music and stuff. And then they went on and just did like loads of stuff that was like your standard CD-ROM sort of reference books.
Oh, okay. Well, you'll be happy to know that the plastic is still stuck to the outside. So
look at that. So
if I can sandwich it together, no one would question you.
That's fun.
So I'm gonna make you big now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run upstairs and I'm going to try and image this. So I will be right back.
Cool.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. Right. I really hope Steve isn't too long. Right. So this is actually maybe this one was sealed when I got it, but I'm not sure it was. So this is one of the fun ones because of course I think it was probably the first. I mean, besides the text adventures, probably the first time the book there was a digital version of the book, I think, and obviously there's the guide on the front. This is odd. Why have they done that with the A? Anyway, and then on the back you've got the dolphin, and again, like exactly the same as what Steve just showed. You've got the little UI guide here on the front, and then the artwork is repeated on the floppy disk there, like this. And this is from 1991, so this is a year after that Asimov one, which I think is 1990. And it's quite cute. The floppy disk just sits in there. There is actually a paper guide in here. I thought there wasn't, but I've forgotten there is. Well, yeah, of course, you've got the warranty card. Here we go. And this one, oh, we'll have to get Steve to look inside the inside of the front. Yeah, here we go. This is a whole explainer of the expanded books thing. So here we go. When we started the expanded books project in the summer of 1990, we assumed that powerful book-sized computers with high-resolution displays perfectly suitable for reading would be on the market within 5 years. We also knew we were unwilling to see the future of communication to MTV and wanted to explore ways in which computers could be used to enhance the experience of reading. I think it's sort of quite a nice idea, isn't it, really, that like getting a book on your computer. Oh, here we go. So they say, an hour after the PowerBook arrived, we decided to begin publishing books to be read on it. It's not a perfect environment. You should be able to choose a vertical orientation for the screen. It's too heavy. It's only black and white and can't display photos. The search engine isn't powerful enough, etc., etc., etc. But we think it's good enough to begin a period of experimentation during which electronic books will evolve. Oh, and here we go. Although the books will work on any Mac with a large display, the PowerBook was the environment we had in mind as we designed them. So it's very much like they had the idea well before the PowerBook, but when the PowerBook came along, they were like, "Oh, great, a sort of portable computer that you can read on." But not great, is it? It's not exactly an iPad. You're not going to sit there like lie in bed with it. So yeah, Steve, I did find that inside. I've forgotten there's this like pocket here.
Oh,
so I don't know. You might have the same thing of like the sort of story of.
I have to determine because I think I have an 800K floppy disk drive plugged in here because it's saying that the disk format is unknown. But I want to confirm that because I'm pretty sure this was the high density one. But let me grab a disk. Ugh. Just like any man, he has plenty of floppy disks just standing by in his office.
And then I'll show another one. Here's the autobiography of Malcolm X. Both of these are on. Everything I'm going to show is all on Macintosh Garden already. I made sure of that. And then again, exactly the same format. That's pretty cool as well.
Those are really neat.
They're really fun. It's just like how many people really wanted to sit at their PowerBook and read a book? Like read the whole of Jurassic Park on your PowerBook on your lap. It's really not the right environment.
Yeah, but they're a cool piece of history.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? That's why I collect them. All the Voyager stuff's really interesting to me. It's sort of the very beginning of sort of multimedia stuff. This one's good. This is the Alice in Wonderland one. This one's got loads of really good references in it. Like when you click around it, you can basically like all the text is almost like hypertext, and you can kind of click and see like references to things.
Oh, that's neat.
So yeah, so it'll say like because of course Lewis Carroll made up loads of bizarro words and things, and so you can kind of find out where they came from and stuff. This is probably my rarest Voyager software, and of course the disk never worked before I got it. And this is the HyperCard toolkit for interactive video, and this is what you need. This is a HyperCard stack that Voyager made for Apple to help get people to do multimedia stuff. And
is that archived?
The disk never worked.
No!
I send it to you and see if your Flux thing, Apple Source thing, could get it.
Yeah, that'll be good.
But it's got all the video drivers to control a whole bunch of Laserdisc players. You know what? You've got a Laserdisc, haven't you?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Do you know what yours is?
The one that plugs into the computer is a 4400.
Oh yeah, I'm just seeing if it's listed here. A Pioneer.
Yeah, Pioneer.
Yeah, this doesn't have that. It's got the 4000 and the 4100.
Yeah, that should be fine because the
control codes will be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a screenshot of what the software looks like on the back there. And you can basically take all these buttons, all the software there, and then put it in your own stack to control.
I have the video stack.
Yeah, it might be from the Apple, the Almanac, the visual.
Yeah, because I have that version.
Yeah, so it might be the same thing. It might be based on this because if you look at the small print of the Visual Almanac Interactive Multimedia Kit or the other one, the Encyclopedia Multimedia, I think it says that Voyager Company did some of the work on that.
I'm gonna bring up the Macintosh Garden post for it. How is it not? I must be spelling it wrong. Yes.
And then just because it was next to my expanded books, this is one of the most fun things that Voyager did. This is probably the first time that Hard Day's Night was digitized, and you can watch the whole thing as a postage stamp on. This is a CD-ROM.
I kick myself for not buying that in the store locally. They wanted like $25 for it. And I'm like, ah.
I think I got this for about £5. And I bought my friend one for his birthday because he's a massive Beatles fan. I found a sealed one, and I think that was like £5 or £10 too. They do come up fairly cheap, amazingly, for some reason here, although that's probably not been for a few years. But this is fun, and this is all like you can watch it and like read along all the information about it.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'm not seeing the visual almanac on Macintosh Garden, but I have the original CD-ROM. So maybe maybe it just has a different name or something.
Because I've got two different things. I got both these. These are two similar but different things. I've got I think you've got this one, right?
Yeah, the visual almanac.
And I also have this.
So pretty.
Really, this is fun. And this, of course, has got like multiple when
I get my Laserdisc duplicator, you're gonna have to carefully mail those to me so I can archive them.
And you know what's really good about this is it smells really good and like musty and old in just the right way.
Nice.
What else is in here? I haven't looked at this in years.
You show that off. I'm gonna try and find that floppy drive that I can't find. Oh, look at that.
And it shows the really convenient setup of having a Macintosh 2 and a CD-ROM and a Laserdisc player and speakers all next to each other. You have to have a desk for about 4 people.
Yeah, you need like a 12-foot desk for that. Trust me, I've tried.
Is there? Yes. Oh, yeah. So I've got a CD-ROM version 1.1.
Yeah. What's the name of it?
It's called the Encyclopedia of Multimedia. Can you see that? Is that good?
How about you archive that if it's not already archived?
Okay, we better do that. Right. Okay, we're doing that today as well. Right.
These are working sessions.
Yeah. We should call this archive cast.
2 idiots walk their way through archiving in only the way idiots can.
You know how like the original Mac was awful because of all the disk swapping, and it was so boring. That's kind of this is the equivalent of that. Everyone has to just watch us swapping disks.
Right. Speaking of swapping, I have to figure out where my floppy drive went because this is obviously the 800K, not the other one.
I thought you were just like treating us to like your desk.
Yeah, we got batteries, we got more batteries, got plenty of stuff. So I'm gonna mute myself for a second. You could do whatever, but there's gonna be noise around my desk.
I'm out of ideas. Right? Okay. How we
just read the chat. People love when you do that.
Read the chat. That's a great idea.
We have Mr. Macintosh Garden himself in the chat. This is scary now.
Oh, there's Christian there. All right. Oh, there we go.
So you can ask him.
As soon as I heard archival. We're adding more data to your I guess your hosting bill. So I've got another 650 megs or so here. Steve's only got a couple of meg. And then there are you wanted me to add this. You asked me specifically to add Puzzle Bubble 2, sorry. This is the Macintosh version. I did archive it, but I haven't uploaded it yet because I'm so inexperienced at archiving CDs that I'm never sure that I've got quite the right format. I think it's on over here. I've got a it looks like a classic, but it's actually a Mac Mini. This I think I archived it onto this. Let me see if I can find it. Puzzle Bobble. It's a really odd. The graphics make it look like almost like it was like emulating something because when it plays on the Mac, it's actually like quite small in the middle of the screen. But it is all the proper version with all the proper sounds and everything. But how good is this box? And like, yeah, it's a very odd thing to be released on the Mac. Right, let's have a look. Games. This is my personal archive. Right, yes, Puzzle Bobble 2. I've got a toast disk image. I just have to work out how to get it from. Let's see if we can get it from the Mac Mini onto this computer that I'm using. computer I'm using is practically a vintage computer. It's a 2015 MacBook. There we go.
I'm going to go grab another floppy drive. I'll be right back.
Right. Steve's, this is just dumping me with, and like, what are we watching on Steve's desk? We're just watching, we can see some floppy disks, a scratched up old monitor, and yeah, that floppy drive doesn't look happy at all. I've been working through my backlog. There's a 3 CD opera available now, jam-packed with music and hypercard. Christian, you're gonna have to explain more. Like 3 CD opera? What is that? Is that a Voyager thing, like the Mozart and Beethoven guides that they did? Oh, and Falcon STE says the shelving behind you looks great. Is it metal, plastic, etc.? Can you remember where you got it from, please? It is metal. It's IKEA, of course. And the sticky label still on the bottom of some of them saying what it is. It is. No, it doesn't. Does it say what it is? It is. It's called a bra. Can you see that? There you go. Oh, I can't get it to focus. There you go, bra. And it can take a lot of weight, as you can see, 100 kilos. So get a few more Macs on there. Mozart the Magic Flute. And sorry, yes, Christian says Mozart the Magic Flute. Is that a Voyager guide as well? I've got the other. I've got some. Oh, they're all in the house. I've got a couple of Voyager music guides, and they're all quite fun. I just like everything they did, mostly because it's all in hypercard. Bro means brother in Swedish. Oh, well, there you go. Is that a high density super drive, Steve?
I stole it out of my 8600. Don't tell it.
Very good. Right now, Steve, what I've got to do is I have got a toast image of Bobble 2.
Okay.
I've made a .zip of it with MacZip. Is that the right thing to have done?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. So should I put the raw toast image on Macintosh Garden?
Yes.
Oh, right. Okay. Amazing. Great. There's this guide on Macintosh Garden that makes me always think, for like making CD-ROMs, that always makes me think like, oh, I've done it all wrong.
Now, usually if you use Toast or you use IMG Burn on the PC, you should be fairly good.
Okay, and can I move the toast image onto my 1014 Mac and not screw it up?
Yes.
Amazing. See, I just need you here all the time.
I will lie to you, whatever you want to hear.
So I'm going to upload this now. I've got some photos of, I wonder if I can get my Puzzle Bobble photos, because they're not scanned, obviously, because it's me. And I'm going to, there we go, Puzzle Bobble.
Trina, you hush. Someday this will happen to you, then we'll all laugh at you.
Oh no, we've been bullied. Oh, we need to say what? Yeah.
My feelings are so hurt.
I just woke up one day and it was like this.
No, that was your son pulling your hair. Be careful he doesn't go for the beard.
Oh, that has happened. I have less beard these days for practical reasons.
All right. Let's see if this will work.
Do like everyone else. Attach pictures, hammer in some text and click save. Basically just winging it. Great. That's what I want to hear. I'm good at winging it.
That's the whole show.
This is good. Okay. Sweet. Okay. I'm logging into Macintosh Garden right now, and I'm going to add something. Add application name, Puzzle Bobble. I don't know how to type the Japanese on the edge of the box, so I'm not going to. Inner Brain is the company who made it. Inner Brain. I don't have a screenshot. I'm not adding a screenshot. This is the best upload form.
You could do whatever you can.
That's what I'm doing.
All right, let's see if this will work.
HyperCard for Apple II and Macintosh were released on several Planetscapes and Voyager Gallery Laserdiscs. Oh, wow.
All right, I'm trying with a different disc, so we don't risk hurting yours. And it seems to be working.
Is the Bobble software in Japanese? Oh, good question, Eric. Yes, it is all in Japanese, but I actually it's half in Japanese, half in English. Like when they do things like have the timer or whatever, then it's in English. But I just clicked stuff randomly and it worked fine.
That's my motto in life.
Yeah. And I'm gonna once it's uploaded, you can download it and click things randomly too. Right, it's now on my computer. Here we go. This.
I'm gonna grab some alcohol swabs to try and clean this. I'll be right back.
Oh mate, I can't. Right, so look, Christian, live feedback from Macintosh Garden. It says selected for. Oh, I see. I haven't got. It didn't like that I didn't have an extension on it. I'm going to put a dot toast on the end. What is the dot move format? Oh, I know what dot move is. It's the isn't that some kind of applesauce format?
What'd you say?
What's a dot move?
Oh, that's an archival applesauce disk image format.
Yeah, I was right. Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought it was that. I was like, what's dot move?
Move. All right, let's try and clean this that doesn't want to be
Totally with you on that, Christian. Yeah, just the important thing is getting it up there, isn't it? Getting it archived. Okay. Description: Puzzle Bobble 2. I'd be amazed if there's a Puzzle Bobble 1 for Mac. I was amazed to find this. Publisher is. Is it Inner Brain or is it Interplay? I think it's Interplay.
Yeah, I think it's one word.
Yeah, Interplay, and then.
All right, we're gonna try your disc.
I think it's System 7. Oh yeah, of course, Kanji Talk. Kanji Talk 7.5 is what it says. I have no idea about emulation. Architecture, I'm sure, is 68K, not bad. What? Right. I might add some photos of the box later.
Here we go.
Oh. This is exciting. Okay, right. I really want to send you this Voyager video stack one and see if you can rescue it.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. Oh, we have 4 a.m. here. Thank you for confusing us.
It's like a trigger word for me because like normal people don't know what moof is, but people like us are like, oh, moof. And so it always catches me out when I see it. Everything is broken. Garage says, James, where did you find it? Are you asking about Puzzle Bobble? Because if you're asking about Puzzle Bobble, I probably found it on Japanese Yahoo auctions. And when I'm behaving myself, I don't go there.
When I'm behaving myself.
Well, like I might be having a bit of a bad day, and I might end up on Yahoo auctions in Japan, and then it's not a good. I mean, it's a good outcome, but not a good outcome for my wallet.
But you're serving the community, James. That's what's most important.
I've found a lot of interesting stuff on there, and
who cares about your wallet? It's my enjoyment that we have to be worried about.
So, Steve, can I show you the last thing that I got on Yahoo Auctions Japan?
I would be happy to see, because it'll make me feel better about my purchases.
Can I? I'll just show you the front of it. Here's the front of it. This bit here on its own.
Let me make you big.
This thing here Yeah, make me big. This bit here. Oh yeah, so this bit here alone probably weighs the same as I don't know, maybe like a 6100. And I shipped a whole computer from Japan, where just the
love it.
front panel is like the front panel is like armor plating. This is a properly built computer. Spindler wouldn't have been able to cope with this.
We have only a few bad sectors.
Oh, good. That's good news. Shall I see if I can lift the computer? I don't think I can. But that was after I bought this computer, I was like, I need to stop going on Yahoo auctions now. Because it costs a lot of money and the shipping costs the same. Oh, brilliant. Okay, great.
And it threw the disk away out of the drive.
Scotch and a credit card is a bad time for me too. Yes, yeah. I know the feeling.
All right, now we'll do a flux image of it just to appease everybody.
What I should probably do is if I could do this on my router, I should probably just block Yahoo auctions in Japan on my router or something. It's a really bad place to end up.
No, I encourage you.
Well, of course you do. Right, I'm just going to upload this for today, this puzzle bubble, and then I'll come back and upload the box art and everything later.
I guess it's not happy with this particular drive.
What are these two eyes, and why are they flashing?
Well, it's supposed to be doing something different, but maybe it doesn't like this high density drive.
Stop fluxing around, says Sloopy Malibu.
4 a.m. may know more than I do at this point, but I had to switch to a newer Apple high density drive, and I'm not sure if it's doing anything. I mean, it ejected it really forcefully. I mean, like it flew off of the drive like 6 inches away from my desk.
Oh dear. Ooh, 4 a.m. says, that is bad, actually. That's not a message you want to read.
Well, at least the disc was archived before we tried that.
Christian, my B-boxes, they're super fun. One of them does not work. It sort of partially worked when I got it, and I haven't got around to having a proper go at fixing it yet. I'd really like to do that. The person I bought those two B-boxes off, if you can believe it, had a more rare, probably more valuable B-box in their possession too, which I did not manage to convince them to part with, which was the original. It was one of the original prototypes, which had a Hobbit AT&T processor. So before they used the PowerPC ones, and they only switched because AT&T stopped making the Hobbit processor. And this person had been a developer of B software. I think their company was like, they made like a proper bet on like developing B software. And of course, when B went down the drain, they were like, oh, guess we don't have a company anymore because no users to sell software to. So yeah.
Okay, so we didn't break the disk, so that's good.
Okay, so you can do so the drive is okay at doing the imaging, but it won't doing the checking. I know nothing about this. Can you explain what's happening, Steve?
Oh, there it goes. Now it's doing it.
So what was the first bit with all the green squares? And
so that was a fast image, and so that'll produce a perfectly fine image. But what the applesauce gives you the opportunity to do is this flux imaging, which is, from what I crudely understand, is better if there's, let's say, copy protection or fancy things that may be preventing you from using the software, or just clever engineering. And so it's best if you have the disk to just do both. I always do the fast image first. I've actually only gotten like one chance to do a disk because the only problem I have with the flux imager, which is great and all, it doesn't have an ability for you to retry bad sectors, where the fast imager, it will image the whole thing. And then if there are 1 or 2 bad sectors, you just hit retry. It goes back to only those 2. It doesn't have to redo the whole thing. Whereas this, if it encounters a problem, you're sort of stuck with it. But that's why I usually just like include both files, and people could fuss with it however they please.
Nice. Very nice.
But let's do something fun here. We have where's my emulator?
Oh yeah. Show it off, please.
Oh, I need the bigger one.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna need a bigger emulator than that, mate. We're gonna need a bigger emulator.
There we go. See, 4 a.m. knows his stuff, and I'm just a monkey playing around with toys.
We're well-meaning monkeys, but
Well-meaning.
we're still monkeys nonetheless. Right.
All right, here we go.
I've done my duty. I can do my duty again after you've tested this.
Yeah, here's the disc. Oh, it's in a C file.
Very salty.
I need a new version of HyperCard.
Wait, what's... Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. This is the floppy disk.
Yeah. Apparently, I need a newer version of HyperCard to read the README.
What?
What version of HyperCard do I have?
Clearly a really old one. You probably got... Have you got one?
1.2.
Yeah, dude, come on. 2.4 has been out for years. You're worse than me at keeping updated.
Hold, please. We'll have to go to my other emulator.
Do you need I can lend you some HyperCard if you want. I've got like 6 box copies over here.
Only 6?
I sold some of them. Can I just hand you this? This is how uploading works, right? If I just stick this in the here, does that work?
I will gladly accept this.
You could kill a man with a copy of HyperCard. Seriously.
Not that we've ever tried.
No, we didn't do that.
That was a different person.
That was someone else. I've got HyperCard if you want that instead.
Ooh. Well, there your disc flew another 6 inches, but it was successful.
Well, as long as it's archived first. All good. Right, what are we what oh god. The emulator you've started looks nightmarish. It looks like your actual desk.
Well, what happened was hold on, let me present it better. Then I can explain my insanity. It's all Christian's fault. So what happened was there was this Star Trek game, the sound, whatever the heck, sound source or whatever, and I extracted it, but it extracted to the desktop. So we have all these Star Trek sounds that are just all over the desktop, and I'll be asked if I have to clean it up. So,
I'm just embarrassed for you right now.
That's okay. And I just put your Puzzle Bobble link in the chat, so my apologies for being late on that.
Hey, no worries. If you want to try that out on this emulator too, you could.
Sure. Let's see what the heck I was trying to do 5 seconds ago, and I obviously forgot what I was doing.
So it was Isaac Asimov. You just did an archive of the floppy disk.
Thank
It
you.
was out of the box of the things I sent you. We're doing a live stream on YouTube. Your name is Steve.
Thank you. I needed all of that. All right, let's see if the README will work.
This is good. Maybe you need to go down to your basement and walk around for a few hours looking for something, and that.
Don't you tempt me with a good time, sir. All right, let me grab HyperCard because obviously it's not installed.
Is this just because "readme first" is written in capital letters with a big red exclamation mark, and you're like, I have to do this. I'm not allowed to do anything else until I open this file.
That's exactly the way I think.
You're so obedient. You could just open the self-extracting archive. Like, no, I am going to read the README. It says "readme first." I will not open the .c.
I don't know how you do things over there, James, but here we read instructions.
Especially when they say "read me first."
It's actually illegal in America. I could get arrested if I.
Whoa. Okay, I take it much more seriously now. Is that why they used to ask me that at the border when I would come over there? They'd be like, "Did you read me first?"
Maybe.
I never understood that question before.
I'm surprised that I was able to find this on my horrid desktop here.
Are we going to watch you sort your sock drawer as well?
No, that's tomorrow's stream. Okay, let's try this again.
Here we go.
There we go.
Yes, yes. Right, are you going to read this to us?
No, you are.
Oh, it's very small on my screen. It says read the end of the sentence, Steve. Read the second sentence. Can you see the second right at the top of the screen? Updating expanded books. Blah 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 blah. You do not need to read any further. So it says. Well, there we're done. Excellent.
All right, well that works.
Right, so the readme is that what is fun is it's a fancy readme, isn't it?
It is.
Voyager just loved showing off. We can do anything in HyperCard, even our readmes.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yes. Oh, there's a special font to install.
Ooh, I can register.
Ooh, look at that. Wait, is your name James?
Sure.
Look at those robots with their sand timer, whatever they're called. What's it called? I've got no words in my brain. Are they called a sand timer? It's not called that, is it?
Not? Hourglass?
Hourglass, there we go. Thank God you're here. It's too technical for me. That was the problem. Right. Oh, look at that fade. Something's fading in.
The emulator is crying right now.
Yeah, I'm like, have you got the slowest emulator in the universe?
Oh, this book belongs to James.
That's so personalized. So yeah, you could if you had lots of these, you could add them to a library. I can't remember how it works, but you basically would have a library on your PowerBook.
A very expensive library.
Very expensive, like the most expensive and most annoying to read on library.
Did it freeze up?
It's fading out again.
Oh, it's just slow.
It's just really. Why is it so slow? The rest of your emulator seems fine.
Oh, I don't know.
Right, there you go. So it's a bunch of short stories by Isaac Asimov.
Quick, read. Quick.
Processing. There you go.
Ah, that's very cool. All right. Let me
we've archived that.
I will scoot back downstairs.
Everything is broken garage says Hourglass. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm really sorry. Just for context, so people know, I have 2 children, and I had a second one arrive almost exactly 6 weeks ago, and I have serious baby brain. Although I think my partner's probably taken the hit a bit more. She's very kindly given me a bit of time to do this live stream. But I have major baby brain. Oh, Ron's computer videos. Transitions in HyperCard in Basilisk 2 are processed in a weird way that makes them largely unusable. Mini VMAC does not have the issues. Right, Ron, why is that though? Why? Why? What is it doing? And why does the emulator struggle with it? It's really odd. Do you know what? I actually think I've seen that in something else before and wondered about it. So Basilisk and HyperCard aren't quite friends. Right, okay. So I need to archive this thing, and maybe we can have a little look on what's on here. But again, there's probably some more HyperCard on here because TM. Exactly.
Well, all right, I'm back, and congratulations again, James, on
thank you.
Some sanity that you still have.
I'm still alive. I'm grateful for that every day, and I'm sure everyone else is too. I've put a CD into this Mac Mini here. That's why I'm turning my head.
Oh, okay.
It's the what's it, Chops? The Encyclopedia of Multimedia.
Oh, we wanted to check to see if there was a paper here, right? If there was a piece of paper hidden.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there is.
Is it the story of the expanded book as well?
I'm just trying to get at it without harming anything.
I had no idea these hypercard books were a thing. Neat, says Bill Goats. Yep.
Oh, we got a registration card too.
Yep. Oh yeah. Are you going to write James on that as well?
Thank you, Ron, for explaining. Oh, Ron got a super chat from us. Thank you so much.
Whoa.
Is HyperTalk going to give me his beatboxes? What a great guy.
You and Kristen can come around and fight over it. That'll be fun. And we can stream that.
You'll get more views than I do.
Francois Revel says, you say B-box and not B-boxes. Well, that is, I mean, I do subscribe to that way of saying it, but you know,
Look
people
at that.
really. Yeah. And you can, do you want to read everyone the story of the expanded books? Because I only read the beginning. You could read the whole thing.
I'm so excited to do this. How do I? There I am.
Yeah, so don't get me.
We have business reply, of course. So we have to. I'd love to see how much postage this would cost you, James, to send within your country. But
I'm not sure they're there anymore. The chap who started them, whose name now escapes me, went on to create Criterion, who are the people who do the film re-releases that are all high quality and fancy.
Oh, here we go.
Look, it's on is that one on nice paper as well?
Yes.
Yeah, it's all like nice feely paper. There you go.
And then there's a back to it.
There's a lot to read. Expanded books and memory. Well, the reason I bought an expanded book is because I have no memory. So I just read it and then I read it again.
I'll have to scan this in too.
I got Puzzle Bobble. 4 a.m. says I got Puzzle Bobble 2 to launch in Basilisk, but it shows the company name and plays the sound and animation and then crashes. Oh no! I'm trying to remember what I played it on. I think I played it on my Quadra 700 in 7.5.5 and maybe just on the straight 040, but it might have been with my PowerPC card. I can't remember.
I'm going to put this to the side so we do not harm this.
Thank you. 4 a.m. Thank you for uploading the screenshot. How did you get a screen? Oh, you've done the screenshot of before it crashed, I guess. Oh, it complains in millions of colors. Yes, yeah. It's your old school. I only want 256 colors. Oh, that's a great screenshot. It is just the company logo in a brain. It's got a really cool metallic effect though.
I'm just catching up on the chat. I'm sorry. Thank you very much, Ron, again for the super chat. That's very kind of you. That will go into the donation fund of boxing this stuff up and sending it back to James.
Oh, Steve, I'm sorry. You're like my personal assistant at the moment. Okay, right. I've got Toast Deluxe 4.1.2 open. How do I copy this disc and make it into an image?
Okay, so I will test you because I wrote instructions.
Oh right. Okay.
And I'm trying to find them myself.
Is your website up to date? Mine is
not. Here it is. How to archive. Yeah, I should actually like make. This is just such a crude guide that I made, but I should post it somewhere. Oh, thank you, Ron. That's very kind of you. Eep for the super sticker.
Do I have to eep as well?
You could quack. Yeah, so this is. I just made a very crude guide of how to. Do this. So
I have the same. Oh, wow, is that? I'm 412. Is that okay? Because that looks like 413 there.
Nope, you're gonna have to go out and buy $60 worth of software now.
No.
So insert the disk and use the drop down to select disk copy.
I've done that.
And then make sure you click on data if data is not filled in already.
It's saying please select a device.
Okay, then click data.
There's nothing showing.
Oh
dear.
What machine is this?
It's a Mac Mini. Maybe I need to.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because it's running in it's running in
you
classic.
just need an OS 10 version of Toast.
Okay, I have that. I have
Okay.
that as well. I think I have titanium somewhere.
Oh, that should be fine.
But
it's basically the same instructions.
Okay. What OS am I running? Yes, 10.3.
The answer is yes.
Toast 7 titanium. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay, is it starting? It is.
We're halfway there.
Right. Okay. How did I do Puzzle Bobble the other day? I'm so confused.
Only you know the answer to that.
I might have done it on my Quadra and then moved it. I don't even know. Right, I'm on the data thing. Mac only, Mac and PC, DVD-ROM.
Just select disk copy.
Copy. Sorry, it's called copy. Read from multimedia. Okay, yes.
Okay, and then once you have that selected, from the file menu or whatever the menu is at the top left, you should get a save as disk image or save to disk image option.
Yeah, save as disk image.
And that's it.
And that is it?
Yes.
Holy moly. Right. Let's put that in my software archive. And it is called the Encyclopedia of Multimedia. That almost scans and rhymes, but doesn't quite. Right.
While you do that, I'm gonna dig out the next box.
Okay, sweet. Books and reference. Is it books and reference?
Oh, these I'll show off real quick. I got these from VCF Midwest East, the computer event that went on a few weeks ago. We have 123 Home Design.
Wow, and it's on Mac,
which looks terrible, but it was free. So no, it was $5. So I had to punish myself. Let's see, and then. What's the system requirements? Well, it's from the year 2000. So I need a PowerPC 120 megahertz or higher, 32 megs RAM, system 7.5, and 10 megabytes of free hard disk space.
Nice. So you're going to design your home?
You're going to design the crummiest basement that software has ever seen. Tom Barber says, if you wanted to waste $5, you could have given it to me. Come on to my basement, Tom, and I'll give you the $5 worth of crap. And this I got just purely because I've never seen an Atari box like this before.
What is that?
So it's like a clamshell box with Atari software, and this whole big box is to hold a book and a cassette.
What Mac does that run on?
An Apple II with an Atari complex.
That looked quite fun. Wait, but I thought, okay, so that's one of those strange things in America where it's like software on cassette. Like you guys prefer discs. We had everything on cassette.
I guess it was more expensive, although for discs. But look at the freaking packaging. Wouldn't that cost a pretty penny?
One of the worst things ever is waiting for software on a cassette tape to load. I never got it to work ever. Literally never.
I need 16 kilobytes of RAM.
So what Atari is it?
And I'm pretty sure this is a drawn screenshot. Yeah, it doesn't look anywhere near as nice.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't look like that. Is it an Atari 800 or something? Or
yeah, I would assume something like that.
I know very little about those machines.
Let's see what else we got here.
Are we going back to my box now, or are we still VTFing? Oh, this is me. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. That is the sexy man cover version.
Is this you, James, in a previous life?
Yes. Yeah, before I cut my hair. So I actually, yeah. I've got. This is one of those silly things where, like, I've got Pirates but it's like the gold version, and I wanted the original. Yeah, I've got Pirates Gold. So where is it? Up here. I remember playing Pirates. Ironically, well, I played Pirates on my Mac when I was a kid, but of course, ironically, it was a pirated copy of Pirates, and so it had like some copyright thing that meant I could never finish the game.
Oh, there's a map in here.
This is Pirates Gold, but I wanted the more original one. Yeah, you get good stuff in there. So yeah, no sexy man on Pirates Gold.
Well, I think yeah, you have the captain's broadsheet here.
Yeah, this is a CD-ROM one. Is that's floppy disk one, right? So yeah, I think that's the original Mac one.
And then you have a product catalog.
Oh yeah, and of course it's all guns and bombs because Microprose did all flight simulators because the other founder besides Sid Meier, he is an he was like was it a reservist? Is that what you call them? Like, or National Guard fighter pilot or something? And yeah, look at that. Wow, gunship t-shirt. I'll take that.
I have to scan this in if somebody hasn't scanned it.
Dude, yeah, totally. Please do.
I think I tried to make a copy of the disc, but it was like a few bad sectors, but it was already archived. I know you just wanted the box.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I like cluttering up my house with stuff that I don't need. So.
Clutter? No, no, we don't clutter. No.
Sorry. Valuable collector's items.
Carefully arranged.
Yeah, so yeah. This CD, I've got the CD-ROM version here that was released in the UK.
This is the next one here. Christian might have a little
a
fit over this.
That was hard to find.
Oh yeah.
Look, it's still sealed.
So somebody thought this was leftovers.
They were like packaging sandwiches, and then they just started packaging everything else that was near them.
This is like close enough. Yeah.
I'm gonna have light speed Pascal for lunch today.
So let's get a good look at this box. Big Pascal for lunch. That's a hard.
Look at that setup. They've got an SE and they've got what's that? Is that a 2? And with the 14-inch monitor and a portrait monitor.
It looks like he's in his pajamas.
He is so relaxed. But you know what? His neck is going to hurt so much tomorrow. He's sitting facing away from his computer.
And look, the image continues on the spine.
Oh yeah. So, Eric and other people who do programming, that is the setup you need, right? That's portrait display and your 14-inch display. Portrait display, obviously, for putting your IDE on, and then the 14-inch display to have your have what you're building on it.
So this says, I'm trying to find where the asterisk is. So for Macintosh Plus, SE, and 2 computers, but then there's something that says it requires Lightspeed Pascal 3, and I'm trying to see what that requirement is for, because there's an asterisk.
Oh no.
Oh, it's for supporting libraries. You need the other thingamajig, but
okay.
Should we open the box carefully?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Go ahead. Let's have a look inside. Pascal is, I mean, I am definitely not a programmer, and Pascal is a bit like me and a friend sat down a couple of years ago and tried to do some Mac Pascal programming based on a couple of Pascal books we got, and I would probably say I did not enjoy it. We made a program, but it took hours, and at the end of it, we felt like we'd learned nothing about how to program Pascal.
That's excellent.
Yeah. I think C might be a bit more straightforward. Hey, Smack Mac. Hello.
Help! Help!
We're going to take over from Steve and James because all they do is archive software and talk about Pascal.
It's not much better over here, I can assure you.
Pascal is like C, but with politeness. Because you say begin and end. Okay. Right.
Oh boy. All right, so we have this massive book. I guess I should turn this.
If the book says "read me first" on it, I am quitting. I'm gonna leave.
That's a phone book there.
Holy moly! Look at that.
I mean, it has some discoloration, so this has been stored either somewhere or has been used before.
Now, is that? Yeah, I'm gonna check. Like
Everything looks. Oh yeah, this is the discs are sealed.
Oh wow!
Let me move this book out of the way.
It is. It looks. What version is that? Because 1 and 2 is on Macintosh Garden. 2.0 is on there. Is that 2.0?
It would be great if something said it here.
Is there a label on the side of the box? Oh, sorry, the outer part of the box.
It just says thinks light speed Pascal.
Well, there is a cat on the roof of this building. Sorry, I was like, what is that banging?
Let me see if the manual says it.
Because it is. Do you say that's Symantec or Symantec? I always used to say Symantec, but I'm never sure if I'm right.
I always say Symantec.
Symantec.
But I'm from New Jersey and I can't pronounce anything correctly. Hey,
no,
Sean,
Symantec sounds good, but that must be at least version 2. Yeah, 1988. Yeah, so I think that is already archived.
Can somebody check?
Here's the link. I'll send it to you in. There you go. I think it's that one.
All right, let's take a look. I'm going to click on the link here. And it looks like
Symantec. It makes me think of there's a Star Trek Next Generation called Tin Man, and what's his face? Patrick Stewart says Tin Man. It's Tin Man. Just say Tin Man. So anyway, this is Tin Man. Think Pascal. Then it must be version 2 or later.
I'm assuming.
And as it's 88, I think it is too, because I'm looking at a screenshot here, and it says Lightspeed Pascal version 2, copyright 1988, Tin Man Corporation.
We have a specification sheet.
Ooh. Oh, there we go.
Just enough.
Just enough. I don't understand programming at all. I work with programmers. Every time I think I understand something about it, I find out I'm wrong.
There's a little pamphlet here too, which has the worst text placement ever. How could you read that?
Really good.
Better business software for IBM and Macintosh personal computers.
You know when your bank sends you like a new PIN number and it's like you have to like unpeel a thing and it's kind of got like to obfuscate sort of what's written there. They've basically done that.
Oh God. Oh, this is cool though. There's some color pictures of the boxes and such.
Oh,
so I can scan some of this before it goes your way.
Yeah, you're welcome to scan anything. I feel like I'm not going to get this box for years, though.
I'm not scanning the manual. I'm not that crazy.
Okay, please don't do that.
There might be something under.
Yeah, then is that just a filler?
It might just be a filler.
Or is it? They used to have a bigger manual, and then they were like, nah.
Yeah, there's nothing underneath.
You know what it is? It's because it's back in the days where you had to make your software look really impressive by being in the biggest box. It's clearly the best programming environment because it's the thickest one on the shelf. Yeah,
so this is sealed. I'm trying to see if I could see through to see what version it is.
I'm sure it's just 2, because if it says 1988 on the manual, then it is 2.0.
It's not speaking to me, so. Yeah, I can't tell if this has been opened or not and just resealed or what. But
Sean says, programming is easy. It's just maths, but you do it in an awkward approximation of the English language. Flipping heck.
An
I mean,
awkward approximation.
It's pretty much true, isn't it? I mean, Hypertalk, sorry, in Hypercard is like scripting, obviously, so it's sort of programming a certain way. But like that one I can understand the most. But then it's always like put so and so in that other thing, and it just sounds like a really weird. I don't know. I'm like, okay, I'll put that in this thing on mouse up. Ugh.
I'm just trying to see if there's any more information about versions or anything in this. I'll let you make the decision if you want to open the floppy.
I don't think there's any point. I think it's archived. I think it's all good.
Alrighty. Well, there you go.
I think we're good.
Getting started. Yeah, you would think there would be some sort of version number on something.
No, that's no, it's a secret.
It's a secret.
Only those in the know.
Oh, it says you could actually run it on a 512K-E if you have a third-party upgrade with 1 megabyte of memory.
I will say
you can use it with the two 800K floppy drive disks, but it works better with a hard disk.
Everything does. So, what's the point of even saying that? Oh dear.
Oh wait. Oh, here you go. If you save files as an entire document in Lightspeed Pascal version 1, you must save them as text only before you could use them in Think Pascal version 2.
Oh, there you go.
So this is version 2.
Have I got any other? I've got the one that I've got. The other Symantec here is I've got Think C. I think C is a bit simpler than Pascal. There it is.
Yeah. Well, are you going to program with that?
I've done a little bit with that, but again, I don't know what I'm doing. What's he called? One Bit Fever Dreams has did a video for Macintosh that was a kind of beginner's guide to getting some C together on to build Macintosh programs, and hoping that he'll do a bunch more videos. And if I get a chance, I might follow along. He actually, I think he uploaded to Tinker Different like a set of disk images that are all preset up with all the libraries and IDE and everything you need if you want to start some programming. And I think it even has the bits and bobs so you can make a little Hello World program.
I'm rewrapping your sandwich.
Yeah. Whoa, still sealed.
Rare, Steve Jobs.
Look. I mean, if we're going to be strict, how would you pronounce that? That's like Latatka.
Oh, and here's a more recent one. I didn't bother to reassemble it because it was kind of this was in a bit of rough shape to begin with, so I didn't want to stress it out.
Yeah. But the cover alone, I mean, just the cover, how good is that?
The demonstration only.
All right, Steve, don't sell it. Do not sell it. Only demo it to people.
I'll be arrested and beaten with an engine into my life.
Especially if you haven't read me first.
Yes, exactly. So this basically, you know what this does. It basically does some sort of sharing with things. Before
the Macintosh had like built-in file sharing, or I think, before
Apple Share.
Apple Share, yeah. I'm trying to see if I've got my Apple Shares here. Where are my Apple Shares? Yeah, before all the Apple Shares. And there was an Apple Share for files and an Apple Share for printers. And does that one do both?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got like a spooler in it, doesn't it?
And look at the hard cover. I love this.
Did Apple Share 1 come in a box? Because I've got Apple Share 2.
It might have came as part of something bundled.
Share 2. There we go. But,
oh, let me make you big. Sorry.
That's all right. The front cover is nowhere near as cool as the Mac Serve one. There we go. So yeah, and that's quite a hefty box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
this says sharing resources through Apple Talk. And there's a registration card as well. Oh, and there's a serial number for the software. We can't show anybody this.
Well, don't let anyone see it. It's not for resale.
Yeah, not for resale. Dun dun dun.
Oh.
Oh no, now somebody could actually use this ancient piece of software.
You were meant to blur that out. Now all the value's been lost.
All the value's been lost. Yeah, so this has a spiral bound book. So what I might do is carefully unbound this and scan it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Because the manual I don't think is archived. And then there's a that's what there was a weird thing here that we found. Yeah. So there's an updater disc.
Oh yeah.
And then there's I think there's just the regular install disc here. But there's also notes from like this lady named Beth from January 1988.
Oh,
and there's some phone numbers. Oops.
That is, oh yeah, you told me about this. Yeah, presumably to do with trying to sell them the software or something.
And there's some, I guess, last minute addendums or something that was printed.
Always good to see.
There's more demonstration labels here and here.
Do not, whatever you do, even think about reselling it. So is the folder the front of the? Is it a box with a folder inside, or is the folder the front cover?
It's a box with the folder inside.
Okay.
And then the book actually comes out.
Oh, ooh!
Like the last piece of it.
Oh,
comes out.
Ooh,
so it's like that. So I can scan it easily. But
that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. So we have the disc here. Which I forget what version was on Macintosh Garden that we saw. We're making Christian drool.
I have a search box right in front of me. MacServe. They've got 2.0.
So we have older crap. That's good.
2.1, 2.4.
We have 2.3 and something older than that. We don't know the exact version. Well, I'm gonna go upstairs and archive these. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Get up there.
Get up there. That leaves you alone. Be right back.
Right. What am I doing? I'm archiving something over here. It is done. It is done. Right. The Encyclopedia of Multimedia. Multimedia. Let's have a look. Tin Man. Let's have a look. I've got some. I don't have any hold music. I could do some hold music. I'm just checking Macintosh Garden for the Encyclopedia of Multimedia. Sean, that you saw at VCF East, you saw the nice grey B box. I think the only difference is that they're the 66 megahertz ones that came out before, but the box looks better than these ones. These are the blue ones, but these are the 133 megahertz, I think, ones. But they still look pretty awesome. One of them works and one of them doesn't. I would very much like to fix the one that doesn't work. And it was a bit sad because when I first got it, it would sort of boot and then just crash lots. And now, well, the last time I tested it, it just didn't boot at all. Yeah, they're great. Did you look at the back with the amount of ports they have? They have like 10,000 ports, including, don't forget, the Geek port and multiple MIDI ports. They are pretty nifty machines. Where on earth is my little backup? Where's it gone? There it is. Right. Let's move this over and get it on Macintosh Garden. Encyclopedia of Multimedia. There we go. Yeah, the Geek port basically was... I actually can't remember the exact details, but it was almost like on a Mac how like the PDS slot gives you access to like the CPU and all the I/O. Like basically you could either you could plug any I/O into it, or yes, you could plug in an entire Geek straight into it, sort of in there, sort of plug it in there and into the for direct control of the B box, of course.
All right, let's do this one now.
Show us the flux.
I have to present it.
Don't flux it up.
Ah, there we go.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I'm having my breakfast as we wait.
Wait a second. Mac Serve 2.0 promotion.
Ooh.
So it's not just a no. It's not even a. It is like. Not only does it say it's a demo disc, but maybe it's something else a bit weird about it.
Maybe it's even crappier than we imagined.
Do you know what I'm wishing for, Steve? But it won't be on here. But you know the little like Macintosh Basics or Introduction to Your Mac thing that Apple used to do, which used to have like fun animations and little people on them and stuff.
Oh yeah.
The SE one is particularly good, where it has like a little cinema and you put the letters onto the cinema, onto the like sign on the cinema to show you to basically help you learn how to use a mouse and click and drag.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm imagining. It won't have that, obviously, but that's what I always wish for that stuff. When I was a kid, I used to put in the Macintosh Basics floppy disk and go through that all the time. Because there was a little game where you like fed a fish in a goldfish bowl on a desk and put papers in a drawer. And I don't know why I loved it, but I loved it.
Why can't it save? This is weird.
Right.
Have I run out of disk space? No.
Steve, have you fluxed it up?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah. There's no one else there, is there?
Failed to save. Hey, 4 a.m. You ever see this before? What's going on?
I hope they're still there. Is 4 a.m. still there? Tell us what's happening. We need live support. Books and reference. Here we go.
This is strange. I've never had this issue before.
I'm adding another app to the Macintosh Garden.
That's dangerous.
It's happening. I'm pretty sure I couldn't find it already.
That's so weird. Why are you unable to save? Tell us. Let's see if I go. Did it actually? No, it didn't save it.
Here we go. The site. Did you try restarting the app?
I guess I could do that, but I'll have to read the disk again.
Did you try turning your computer off and on again?
That's the next step.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
All right, we relaunched the app. And now we're going to try the disk again. Hopefully it's successful as it was last time.
Has anyone done a live stream with a B-Box?
That would be exciting.
Maybe we should do that, Steve. You can tell me what to click on and I'll click on it.
No, we'll have to get Sean involved because he's a B-Box nut too.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Sean, do you want to do something sometime with a B-Box or two?
What the hell?
Come over here and fix the broken one. You could both come over.
This is weird.
I know nothing about the whole applesauce flux thing, but wait, what's the?
I'm gonna post a screenshot in their Discord.
Oh, could it be? It just doesn't like the trademark symbol. Something weird like that.
I tried removing it. Oh, yeah, let's just rename it MS. That worked. What the hell?
Yeah.
We found a bug.
Special characters, mate. Computers don't like them.
I mean, it's a modern computer.
Yeah, Francois, the blinking lights is so fun. It is so fun. When the computer's starting up, they're all like
blink, 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 blink.
It's so fun.
All right, so let me rename it. What it should be. I can't name it in the Finder. It says, try using a name with fewer characters or with no punctuation marks.
Dude.
What is going on here?
Stop trying to use the trademark symbol. I ban it.
No, it's without the trademark symbol. Here, watch.
Do you think there might be an invisible character in there?
Oh, maybe.
Just delete it all and start again. Or put your own name in there. This is so weird.
It's a very weird form of copy protection. Yeah, that worked.
Follow the rules, Steve. Normally, Steve does follow the rules. He always reads me's first.
To a fault.
Yeah.
All right. That's saved. Now let's do the updater disk. Sorry, I got too many things all over my screen here.
Hope Christian's got some spare hard disks, as we're just getting all the uploads in today.
Yeah, all these 400K disks are going to add up.
What's behind me? What else is going on?
A Macintosh XL.
Do you know what? I would quite like to play with one of those, but it's just a Lisa 2. Nothing special. The keyboard works, so that is something special, but that's only because I fixed the keyboard, which is like the least fun thing ever. You have to replace every single one of these like tiny little pads. What are you doing now?
Now we're fluxing it.
I thought you'd already done that.
No, not with this disk.
Okay.
Well, while we do that, we could see what version this is.
I want you to try. Oh, it says promotion. There you go. So it's a special one. So look at that. That's cool.
Please run the installer from a right-enabled MacServe distribution disk.
We're in so much trouble today, aren't we?
I'll have to try this on an actual machine. That'll be fun.
While you've got some emulators going, do you want to have a go at that Puzzle Bobble? There'll be a seminar on naming files and next naming convention.
I haven't had my breakfast yet. That's the problem.
Oh. Right, look, get Puzzle Bobble going. Come on. What have you got? Basilisk 2 can run it.
Let's break this poor machine further.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, look, there it is. It's ready to go.
All right, let me open the file.
Come on.
Wait, let me save this before I forget.
Not reading Isaac Asimov's short stories. You're so easily distracted by sci-fi.
But the whole floppy drive almost fell off the damn Mac Mini.
Oh, careful now. The only person to blame for that is you with your towers of stuff.
I don't want to hear it from you.
Don't blame me for bad balancing. Right, I'm going to go and put some boxes away because my desk is getting as bad as yours.
I don't want to hear about bad balancing. I'm going to go put some boxes away.
Right. Oh my giddy aunt.
All right, we are downloading it.
Sweet.
Sorry, I'm just catching up on the chat here, guys. It's been a crazy hour or so. Yeah, what Ron was saying before, I think the whoever had the original source code for Basilisk and Sheepshaver, I don't know if they're just like disappeared off the face of the earth or what, but yeah, they sorely need like a rewrite with a modern UI, so you don't have to force quit the damn app every time it misbehaves.
I think there's like one person left on the forums, like occasionally keeping things updated. It would be nice if more people could get involved somehow, but I can't help. There's no way I can help.
I can't help either, and no shade, of course, to the lovely individuals who are keeping that alive. But
no, of course not. But yes. Oh, here we go. In our brain. Is it going to crash? Hey, look. There we go. There you go. You got 5 credits. Quick, pump some more coins in. How good is this intro? There you go.
Another demonstration.
Yes. Don't sell it. Right, there you go. You can practice your Japanese while you're there too. Yeah, one player on the left. Oh, there you go. Yeah. It's good, isn't it? And now it's on Macintosh Garden, so anyone can play it.
I can't hear you because the volume's too loud. Poopy.
Oh, it's so annoying when that happens. Hey, look, come on, you can do it. It's stage 1. Yay! Oh, they're still stuck. What? Yeah.
Well, it does work. Yay!
So yeah, so some of it's in Japanese and some of it's in English. I don't know why, but eminently playable. Yeah, read me first in Japanese.
Hold on, let me take a few courses.
There might be some encoding issues going on there as well.
Just slightly.
But there we go, it works. Yay!
There's 2 readmes.
God, I mean, we have to read them both.
Oh God. That's funny. All right, so that works. And then we have these 2 discs imaged. All right, so I think I have to return downstairs now.
Okay, see you in a mo.
My knees are going to get a workout.
They are. Meanwhile, I am going to upload the Encyclopedia of Multimedia. Here we go. I'm not even going to give it a description. Oh, I've written it wrong. There's no A in their version of Encyclopedia. Let's find out what year it's from. It is from 1991. Apple Higher Education. And it's got the nice, can you see that? Oh, Bicycle for the Mind logo thing. Someone's cycling across a CD-ROM disc. That's going to be slippery, isn't it? Right. Let's get that uploaded to Macintosh Garden. Year released, 1991. It's the most important drop-down to fill in. Published by Apple.
You could scan that in your grayscale scanner.
Yeah, actually, that would be okay, wouldn't it? I don't know what system it will run on. I'm not going to bother saying. And it's definitely 68k because I'll make it up. Right, there we go. Is it available for purchase? No.
No, unless you had a time machine.
No, exactly. There we go. Uploading commenced. That's a pretty hefty one. It's 466 megabytes.
I will look forward to playing around with that one. I think we have a few more things.
Yes, let's keep going. What else of mine have you got that's sitting around there? Put this away. My giant clamshell.
We have a sealed box. I don't think I've opened this one yet.
Oh my, what's in there?
I don't know, but it has your name on it.
That's exciting.
And then we have your card here we'll look at in a moment.
Oh yeah. This is kind of like having my birthday early. Except that like it's weird because like you're opening my presents for me.
Oh, it's so nice. Thank you so much for getting it for me, James.
I will have to send you something to say thank you for all of this.
Archiving those things is all I ask.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Does that give you a hint?
Oh yeah. Sweet. So even though I am the worst at flight simulators, for some reason I love helicopter flight simulators. I'm so bad at them, and that one is definitely on the rare end of things. I don't even know if is that on Macintosh Garden.
We'll see.
I'm not sure it is. Steve's audio is out of sync. James is fine. Not out of sync for me, but it must be for other people.
It's just my crummy Mac. That's all.
Okay.
It's the Mac Pro is not happy in this day and age.
Okay. Sorry, Mac Pro.
Oh wow, look at that. Let me make myself big.
Werewolf versus Comanche.
Whoops.
Don't need me to be big. There we go. Look at that.
2 games, 2 CDs.
Inside.
Not outside. Art of War. Kids to adults. Accelerated for Power Macintosh.
That is 1996 all over, isn't it?
This is great.
The most dangerous game.
Visit Novologic's website at http://www.novalogic.com. Oh god. They're a bunch of idiots. Ooh, via modem or Apple Talk multiplayer.
Multiplayer capabilities.
If you think you suck at this, James, we're going to go together and suck equally.
It's going to be great.
Is
that still sealed? Whoa, it's got a hologram. Whoa.
Affiliated. I don't know if you want to be affiliated with Electronic Arts. I bought that new Star Wars game that came out, and it just crashes instantly on my computer, which is great. So good quality control there.
On your fancy Mac Studio?
No, on a crummy old PC I have.
Oh, okay, right.
We got the barcode here, and we got 1997.
Oh, 97. I got the right era. It's definitely that era.
This is too old for your G5 there, Retro Fox. Let's see if this is on the garden.
I'm looking, and there's Werewolf versus Comanche 2. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yes, I think it is here. Yes, there we go. Wow.
All right, so we have a manual file, and we have the both of the toast discs.
Okay, cool. So we're good.
Excellent. So this could just be unmolested on your shelf.
And we can do a feed where I can unseal.
Yes.
And we can check that there are 2 game discs inside.
I will get a good picture of the front though.
That would be great. Yeah, it doesn't have that on here. Just got screenshot.
Oh my.
What I know about those two helicopters is that I'm pretty sure. Oh no, the werewolf one, which I think is. Which one's the?
Well, you got a sticker in the box that says vintage icebox, whatever the hell that means.
What?
Probably from the eBay seller.
Okay. Oh yeah. Don't need that.
I have my own crap to show off. This I got from VCF East. Oh. Look how heavy it is, James. Oh shit! I put a dent in the box. It was your card that caused that. I'm suing.
What? Why did you? Is it because it's got a holographic front cover?
Yes.
Okay, throw away everything else and keep that. Because like, what are you gonna? Are you gonna what?
I'm quite pissed off. I got a ding in the stupid box.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's already beat up. It doesn't matter. I needed another paperweight. That's
oh, okay. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. That's good. Right. So now you're going to fix my card, right?
Yes. I just want to show off one more thing.
Like, get on with it. What am I paying you for?
Wait, you're paying me? I bought this on eBay and I have to scan this in.
Oh, sweet. Very cool. I'm excited about that.
Let's just take a quick look.
Steve, just for a second. Christian says, leave no box unsealed.
Uh-oh. Well, you could do that. You could do that on your channel.
Don't worry, Christian. Content. Steve and I are very happy to unseal boxes.
Ooh, we got some floppies.
Steve's got more subscribers to lose than I do. Look at that.
I have all of these.
Whoa! I can run wings on my Macintosh 2.
Demonstration version.
Look at that.
These are all Apple 2, Macintosh 2 business demonstration disc 1 through 5.
Pretty cool. I like it.
And then there's just loads of stuff.
I do really want to know what's on the demo disc. Like, if it's really boring, it's just like
it looks like HyperCard of what you can buy.
Oh, ooh, like all the options.
I like how you said
another $8,000. you can have a video card.
Yeah, that does black and white, and for 9,000 grayscale. Yeah, so this is my book. I will be copying these floppies. That's the whole reason I bought it for some obscene amount, I'm sure.
Very good. I've got some sales binders too, but they're for original Macintosh, I think. Yeah, I've got these ones. These are my sales binders.
Oh, let's see. Oh, those are the that's like the original one.
Yeah, and it's like it was like a training course for how to sell Macintosh. So it's got all these my friend actually scanned the whole of this and put it on BitSavers.
Oh wow.
It's got really good graphs in it that are like, people like computers. Look, they're buying them. And
look, they're buying them.
Yeah. And this is my favorite. This page is really good. See all these people? They have typical doubts about computers. So many people think that are uneasy about the complexity of computers. They can't spend a lot of time learning how to use them. They need a computer that allows them to do the work they do every day, and looking for a powerful single solution for their needs at an inexpensive price. It's these doubts about complexity, time, flexibility, and cost that cause people to delay buying a personal computer. It's for these people that Macintosh was developed. It's so good.
Look at what I have here.
Oh, look at that. Oh, very nice.
This is my only piece of Lisa documentation.
Which one is it?
It's the owner's guide.
Owner's guide, right. Do I have the owner's guide? Yes, I do.
Fancy you.
Is this where I say I've got like 6 of those boxes?
I think this is the.
Woo! We can be purple box friends.
I just wanted one purple box in my life.
Seriously, the graphic design is what it's all about. It looks so good.
Yeah, these are all scanned on Bit Savers, but yeah, this is for the original. Look at that.
So beautiful. I love all of it, and all those little tabs and all the dots that they have on everything, and the dots are everywhere.
Yeah, I love the design of it.
The thing is, so what I don't have, except on one box, is there's, you know how this is like a sleeve like this with the manual inside?
Yeah.
But there's actually an outer sleeve too.
Oh.
Shall I show you? I've only got one of them. Pretty sure they all had this. Because I've got a box for a whole bunch of different things. But look, this one, because all the different software that came with it, like Lisa List, Lisa Draw, Lisa Graph, Lisa Write, all had them. This is Lisa Calc.
Oh, cool.
And so look, it's got these bizarro abstract sort of images on it. And then you've got like the back, you've got that really amazing.
That was the box that the software came in.
Yeah, so then and it came with like 7 programs, and you had a box for every one, and then you take off this, and then you've got this is the inner one. So this is a kind of generic.
Alex, you'll have to share those with everybody.
And then you have the manual inside. But yeah, they're so gorgeous. All the Lisa stuff is pretty amazing.
Yeah, I just wanted like one piece of documentation to scratch that itch. So.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, yeah, totally. It just looks so cool. And it's nice you got the owner's guide, because that's probably the best one. All the rest are like, you know, telling you how to use a bit of software.
Yeah. Okay. So which one did you want this to be?
The good one?
I think it is. Let's.
And hopefully it's the one from. Okay, so we should probably tell everyone. Why did I even get this? I can't even remember now. I've got. This might be to go.
I don't think the answer will help you.
I think I got this for my Radius 81110, maybe. And so this hopefully is the HPV PDS card for an 8100. So it should be that you can it should have 2 megabytes of VRAM on it, and you can add an extra 2 in the slots. I think that's right.
Well, I have the number here, and I'll put it in the chat, and we can.
How bad does it look? One of those capacitors seems to be at a very odd angle.
Yeah, that's why I said I'd recap this for you.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Are you gonna test it in your? You've got an 8100, haven't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So you can test it.
All right, so it's from 1993, and the number is 820-0509.
Okay.
A.
Is that the right one? Is that the right one? I'm pretty sure I did my research.
It better be.
Yeah. Yes, it is the. According to a random website, the Apple PowerMac HPV card 820-0509A is the 4 megabyte one.
It's just a little proud.
Okay.
You see this?
Oh, wow. It's like popping off. Has it?
Just a little bit. It's still attached.
I've seen some bad capacitors, but I've never seen them do that.
Well, we'll persuade it off the board.
Dana says needs an ultrasonic bath.
Yes, and I have. It's just dusty. It's just like this is all just dust. It's not even capacitor yuck.
Did I hear that you got some fancy giant ultrasonic bath recently?
Yes, and I have to do the review video of it. Otherwise, they'll probably take it away. That's what I'm going to be doing the rest of the day.
Are you going to give it a go yourself? Have a little dip?
Yeah.
Like easy.
Just a tip with my toe. So I'm not even going to use hot air because I don't want to hurt this too much.
Okay.
But I think if I we'll see.
these cards are getting a little bit hard to find, it has to be said, because loads of the 2 megabyte ones and the AV cards seem to be floating around. Well, not loads, but there's quite a lot more than this one. I've got an HPV card already. I think it is the same one, but it just doesn't work, and I don't know why.
I was trying to nudge it off, and it just flew off the board. That's
right.
okay.
Oh, well, we've still got the pads, so we're good.
Even if we didn't, I would help you out.
This is so good because, like, I'm so used to being the person taking the capacitors off and being like, "Oh my god, are the pads still there?" This is fun. I'm enjoying this.
It's like I don't have to do it. Somebody else is doing it.
Yeah. This is so amazing.
I'll sell you these at the used capacitors. Rare.
How's your 8100 doing?
I think it works. Last I tried.
Do you has anyone I've seen I saw Ron and some other people showing off 3D printed new bezels.
Yeah.
Have you tried any of those? Have you got any?
Yeah, Sean of Action Retro printed some for the 9600, 9800. I'm sorry, 8600, 9600 G3 mini tower. So his printer is beautiful. So
nice.
I have one there now. He actually did one that is like has a little SD card slot for like the blue SCSI.
Ooh, that's fancy. How does it look compared to like the original plastic? I mean,
it's very close.
Oh wow, even down to the texture.
Yeah, I mean, if you're sitting right up to it, you're going to notice. But
yeah, but good enough.
Yeah. And
Wow.
Mr. Fahrenheit, hello in the chat. I've you could see why I didn't respond to your Discord message. We've been busy being idiots on a live stream.
Yeah, sorry, that's me. Hi, Mr. Fahrenheit. How you doing? Nice to see you. I've got my Mac X back here, still sealed. I'll have to tell you when. I think Steve and I will probably do some unsealing of software at some point, and that will be one of the victims. Very curious about what's in this dented box. Why is every capacitor a 47 ohm 16 volt one? What's so good about that?
I'm very glad they're all 47 microfarad 16 volts because it keeps down the amount I have to stock.
Yeah. I mean, I basically have like a giant reel of those. Was it someone's just favorite number?
Yeah, it's like just make them all 47.
Yeah, make them all 47, all of them.
It was probably some crazy engineer who was like, "No, that's the best way to do this," and nobody questioned him. You know,
it's got to be a number that divides into something that I don't know about electronics.
I just play somebody who knows about them on the TV. So
yeah, no, you're good at that. You're good at it. Right, the Encyclopedia Multimedia CD-ROM is now uploaded on Macintosh Garden with no screenshots or information at all.
That's okay.
But if anyone
during the rest of the stream, you could set up your grayscale scanner. That'll only take you about 2 hours.
Definitely not doing that. It's still in the bubble wrap from when I moved house 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, no, we won't torture you with that.
Right. I have no idea how to post a link. How do I post a link, Steve?
Just put it in the private chat and I'll share it.
All right, there we go.
I think YouTube's a bit finicky about.
Yeah, no worries. There you go. If anyone wants to try out, I don't know even what's on the multimedia, the Encyclopedia Multimedia CD-ROM, but someone can have a look. Sloopy Malibu says they have Mac X in the box too.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
If you scroll down the page, you can find all the Lisa marketing material recreated. Alex, I don't think it will show the link. Poopy. Hold on. I have to maybe temporarily make you a moderator or something because YouTube just spits out all the links from things.
Ooh.
Let me do that because I don't even see it on my side, so it's not like anything like that. So hold please, Alex, and I will.
I missed all those messages. I reproduced all of those Lisa designs all in vector. Oh, the Lisa designs for all the manuals. Searching for it. It's there on my old website.
Okay, so Alex, if you want to try posting the link again, that'll be great. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Fahrenheit. Eep! Very much appreciated.
Do I have to quack again?
I think you're financially obligated to now. Quack. Yeah, Alex, sorry. If you're not a moderator, YouTube just strips out the links. They don't even tell you. It's the stupidest thing. It's the worst usability thing because people just assume. And yeah. Okay, great. Here we are. So let me share this here. Thank you again, Mr. Fahrenheit. Greatly appreciate it.
I have also posted links in live chats and never realized that nothing was happening.
Yep, it's great communication they do. All right. Oops, wrong. I keep adding the wrong. There it is. Oh, God. So this is the Apple Lisa Office System package designs recreated. Ooh.
That looks cool. Do you want to share a scrolly? Oh, there we go. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Steve. Oh, this is neat.
So if you scroll to the bottom, you can download the PDFs.
Ooh. Yoink.
And it's got all the weird abstract Alex, this looks so good. All the weird abstract things they did. They made this sort of little grid of dots, and then they kind of played. And there's a lot of gradients. If you like gradients,
oh, I love it.
It's really cool, isn't it?
That's really cool. Thank you so much for sharing, Alex, and thank you for all the hard work.
I am going to be downloading these.
Yeah, that's awesome.
If I had any wall space left, I would probably print them out. Whoa. Oh, they're fancy. They're all CMYK PDFs.
Ooh. Somebody knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
That somebody isn't me, but somebody.
Been a long time since I CMYK'd.
Are you allowed to say that on television?
Oh. You can eat that out later.
Yeah, eep it out.
Very nice.
I don't know about your country there, James, but here we don't say CMYK on television.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We play fast and loose here. Everything's a bit out of registration.
How are you doing on time? I know we're probably past what you thought you'd spend.
Yeah, I'm probably okay right now, but probably wait, let me check. Maybe not much longer.
Well, we could wrap it up after I yank these delicious caps off if you want. It's up to you.
Let's have a look.
How many threatening messages have you gotten from your significant other?
I'm doing okay.
Only 3? Okay, great.
I'm doing very well. Zero so far.
Well, we have 4 more caps to go.
Whoa, you are going quick.
Well, just removing them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you'd like, I'll get out a pair of snips and we'll go even faster.
What type of capacitors are you going to stick on?
I do have tantalum, so it will look a little different.
Ooh, fancy.
But you won't have to worry about them leaking or anything.
No. Wow, you're really going to spoil me.
They're the only ones I have in stock. So it's either that or nothing.
I've got loads here if that would help. Got like a whole bag of capacitors.
That does you a lot of good.
There you go. There they are.
Capacitor. This is what part is this again, James? It's the HPV one.
HPV. Yeah. So high performance video, which is a bit of a silly name because there's nothing. It's not really super high performance. From what I've read, I've been reading a book all about the development of the PowerPC Macintoshes, and it uses very similar video circuitry to, I think, that was developed for the Quadra 700. I feel like I'm saying anything here, but I think that's right. Like basically, onboard video of the Quadra 700 is basically like the same as sort of you know how you got accelerated video cards back in the day, like new bus ones.
Mm-hmm.
But like Quadra 700's onboard video is basically the same or better than accelerated video cards, and it's kind of the same for the PowerPC Max. Even the 6100, even though it borrows think that borrows system memory.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah, but even that, as long as you've got enough memory, it's actually okay performance-wise. I mean, the computer is not okay performance-wise, obviously, but
The computer is crap, but the graphics are okay.
yeah, they're okay for the day. Mr. Fahrenheit says, I've recapped 1 or 2 of those and had them not function after still. I guess RAM is starting to fail on them. Yeah, so my other HPV video card doesn't work. And I bought this one in a desperate bid to have one that works, but Steve's going to test it, and it might just not work.
Yeah, this pad came up a little bit, but I think it's okay. I just don't want to put heat right next to this plastic bit, because
yeah,
with my luck, these little components would fly in there, and
You're doing great. Eric says, my daughter just tried out Puzzle Bobble. She thinks it was available on PlayStation 1. It's very much like Frozen Bobble. Yeah, Puzzle Bobble was originally an arcade game, probably.
Yeah, Bust a Move.
Yeah, it was Bust a Move. And that was on, was that on NES?
That was, you're thinking of, you're thinking of, Puzzle Bobble.
Puzzle Bobble. Yeah, right. But it was called Bust a Move. It's all very confusing, the names.
Well,
right?
Yeah, Puzzle Bobble has the same characters, but Bust a Move was the same arcade game. But the names are a bit different, across
the thing where it's
countries.
like platformer, but with Bub and Bob, and then there's the thing where what we just played earlier, where you fire the little bubbles.
Yes. Yeah, and I was actually playing the Sega Saturn version with my wife not too long ago. She actually likes it a lot. She kicks my ass, but
it's such a good game. Christian says Neo Geo in capital letters. I'm guessing it was on the Neo Geo. I mean, I knew about the Neo Geo when I was a kid from game magazines, and of course, who owned that?
Yeah, I used to know somebody, and they had 5 games for it, and they're like, "I'll have to take a mortgage out on the house.
Yeah,
I want another game." Well, this is going to be a pain in the butt, I think.
Right, Steve, you're going to have to ask. Tell me what Christian means here. He says, "I think we all know how well it went with the Kanji Talk card, Steve."
Oh, okay. So I got this card that's a Kanji Talk font card.
Oh.
And it's a Nubus card. There's no Apple markings on it at all, except for a part number.
What? Well,
and it's a Nubus card with the ROM. And so the earliest Mac it would have worked with was obviously a Macintosh 2.
Yeah.
So I started playing around with it with the Macintosh 2. And I tell you, when that card is inserted, I've seen error messages I've never seen before.
Oh, I see. It's like that, is it?
I've made a thread on Tinker Different with it, and it's just like...
And, okay, I'm going to ask the dumb, obvious question. You presumably installed Kanji Talk to try it with?
No. This was before Kanji Talk. Before the before System 6.
Oh.
So presumably the card is supposed to work with System 5.5 or Finder 5.5. I don't forget what
there are Japanese versions of the Macintosh system before the boxed Kanji Talk.
Yeah, and they're very difficult to find, and apparently this card is designed to work with those, and anything that came in System 6 is too new for it.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I mean this all comes from lovely people on Tinker Different who've responded and tried to piece together some things.
Yeah, my earliest Kanji Talk is actually 7.5.
Yeah.
I know I've got a 7.1 as well. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Wow. Yeah, it was probably something where it was just sold in the box with Macs, and you got it from the dealer and stuff like that, and it was probably never a separate box thing.
Yeah, and what's strange is the software. There's 2 extensions or whatever the equivalent is on System 5, and they made 2 cards, one for the SE and one for the 2. So there's 2 extensions, and one says SE card and one says 2 card.
Oh.
And they're only 2 kilobytes in size. So I have presumably the software that would do something with it, but I'm assuming there's some piece of software that you need. But what's interesting is when you boot the system using the images that are on Macintosh Garden, I think it's Kanji Talk 2 was the name of the download, but it's like System or Finder number version 5, System 3 or something, or 2. And basically what it does is when you boot it, it asks for the font disk, even if the fonts are in the system folder or even if they're in the root of the hard disk. So what I think it's doing is, if that extension is enabled, maybe what it's doing is it's asking you to insert the font disk to load them into that card. I don't know. But it's all very crashy on my machine. So
where on earth did you find that?
It was somebody posted it on eBay, and it was something. It was more than I wanted to pay for it. It was close to $100. And I said, "Well, that's neat, but I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it." And I think that's I just smelled fish. Lovely. And then that same person posted on Facebook Marketplace for like 2/3 of the price.
Oh.
And I said, "Okay, well, I'll take a shot in the dark and see what the heck this weird thing is." And that's how I ended up with whatever the heck I'm doing with it now. But I'm just curious because I've never heard of it before. There's no Apple markings on it, so either it was included with something, like you were saying, like it was packaged in with it, or I don't know. Those are the kinds of mysteries that are fun for me.
Yeah, no, I love all that stuff. Yeah, there was loads of stuff that Apple Japan did that basically wasn't really documented outside of there, and like obviously making Japanese characters all work on that was a big part of that. It could even have been made by Canon, because I think it was Canon that distributed the Macs at the beginning. They were called like Dynamax or something.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Fahrenheit, if you find anything, let me know. But yeah, I don't have any discs or manuals or anything that go with this. So all I got was the card. And I did dump the ROM, which is good. So yeah, at least it's preserved. But yeah, quite a perplexing thing, huh?
So is the next step to? So wait, Kanji Talk. Okay, so you've tried. Okay.
Did you see the Tinker Different thread?
Yeah, I'm having a little look.
Yeah.
Kanji Talk 1.0 is System 3. Christian thinks they've got Kanji Talk 2. I can't remember what the equivalent is there. Kanji Talk 2.
Well, all the caps are off, and this seems to be cleaning up quite nicely.
Looks like Kanji Talk 2 is the equivalent, is 1988.
Yeah, so that's too new.
That's still too new. 1.0, you want 1.1 then from 1987.
Yeah. Because the 86 one is too early. It doesn't even have those card, like it doesn't have the card files in there or whatever, like the extensions.
So 1.0 is too early and 2.0 is too late. Is that what you're saying?
Well, so it is weird. Now I do have a few people who are looking into it, so we'll see if anybody can find it.
Really interesting. Are you going to do a video about it?
Yeah, if I could get anything to happen other than it crashing my machine. I'll pop up the Tinker Different thread here because let's see if I can find it here. Macintosh, oops, wrong one. Networking, add-ons, add-on cards. Yeah, here it is. And so I'll share the screen real quick. Share screen. I have too many screens here. Here we go. And yeah, so there's this. This is what the card looks like. So it's just a Nubus card with a ROM chip on it.
Yeah.
And some logic and all this other fancy stuff going on here. But this is the only identification number, 630-0174. And if you search for that, you find other people who are like, what the heck is this card?
Oh, yeah. I've been on those little trips before.
And Tattletech identifies it as a Kanji Talk font card.
Apple Computer Japan.
Apple Computer Japan version 1, I guess. And then here's the ROM contents of it, which say Kanji Talk font card, Apple Computer Japan 1.0, KFC-1. So maybe Kanji Talk font card 1. And then created by, and then there's a listing.
There are the fonts.
Of fonts, but somebody said there's a declaration ROM simply listing a bunch of resources, but no actual code.
So as in like it's just looking for the font files?
I have no clue. Maybe I don't know.
Weird. Because like, so what's the card doing?
Yeah, so K Kova here has a similar the same card. And so theirs has an Apple sticker on it, but the same part number and everything.
Yeah.
And there's some articles that are related to the later Kanji Talk. But if I boot up Finder 5.5, which is this is the Kanji Talk 2.0 on Macintosh Garden.
Oh, okay.
You see there's this 2 card.
Yeah.
And then SE card, but they're only like 2K. I don't know what they are. But so this will boot. But then I get lovely, messages, and that's the extension FBit KSys. I have no idea what those are, but that's like the res-edit view of the file.
That has got to be the driver, surely. That 2 card thing. There's too little room for error there for it to not be the driver. That's great.
So there's some back and forth here. So it looks like because I was wondering if maybe there was a Japanese specific ROM on the system that allowed for this to work, but looking at the photos that Kay sent me of his ROMs, the numbers match mine identically.
Okay. So
that's to be determined, but we need more mysteries like that, like we need holes in the head. But anyway, I have some new caps here. Let's slap them on.
Nice. Right. Steve, I'm going to have to wrap up.
No worries, man. I appreciate you hanging out with me.
That's all right. If you're still going and soldering in a couple hours, hopefully not.
Well, this will probably take me about 10 minutes to put on, and then I could, if I could dig out an 8100, I'll try it, and then I'll wrap up.
Yeah, please give it a test as well. That would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be great.
That'd be great. Cool.
Well, thank you so much, James, for spending 5 hours with me. We've unboxed a lot of your stuff in the mail, so now you've seen it. You don't need it anymore, right?
Yeah, you can put it in the bin now.
That's the most efficient use of your money. Just throw it out. You've seen it. That's fine. It's whatever.
Oh, well, look, we're gonna have to try and do some more. We'll do some more of this soon.
This is always fun, and you're my favorite repeat customer. So thank you for joining as the white balance has sucked all the life from my skin. There we go.
We're both looking a bit domey, aren't we?
Yeah, just a little bit separated at birth.
Thanks, dude. I enjoyed it too. Have a great day.
Thank you, James. Take care. Yeah. And you could find James, aka Hyper Talking, on his website. All the links are in the video description thingamajig. So there you go.
Eep.
Quack. Oh, goodness. So that was a lot of fun. Thank you very much, James, for stopping by. I'm gonna just finish up soldering this, and then I'll probably drag the machine off the shelf another day because that would take too long. And I need to have a hard drive and all that fun stuff. And those machines are not fun to get into, honestly. I think the disk required for insertion card stores the fonts. Listing is probably a list of requirements. Yeah, 2K init file. Yeah, it is interesting, but there is that thread on Tinker Different. Feel free to download any of the stuff that I put there. It is all listed here. I have the download of the ROM dump, and links to the software. So if anybody wants to go spelunking and try and figure it out, you're welcome to do so. Here's the I've renamed it on Macintosh Garden to be more specific. It's for Finder version 5. So please be sure to check that out. And yeah, because I specifically mentioned, version 2 is from 87, version 1 is from 86. 86 would be too early for this card. So the card must have been for the Mac 2, which came out in 87, same for the Mac SE. So yeah, there's that. So I'm just going to wrap up soldering this. And if I get my cursor on the right screen, we could continue doing that. And I believe Dave of Dave's Vintage Apple Tech is doing a stream right now. So when I'm done here, you'll still have some delicious content to watch. So we're just going to place these little tantalums here. And hopefully this makes the card all happy. I don't recall what the state of the card was that the seller claimed it was in. But since that one capacitor was falling off and there were a bunch on here, I told James, well, might as well recap the darn thing. Then you don't have to worry about it. And thankfully, they're all the same caps. So there's the Tinker Different thread. Let me put it in the chat here. And the software I link to is on the 12th post there. The 12th post is on Macintosh Garden. It says, I did use this link, and that links to the Macintosh Garden post. That's just the OS. I'm unsure if there's any additional software needed for the card itself, but that seems to have something, but it is not, at least to what I could figure out, it didn't do everything. But I mean, my system was also quite buggy, and who knows. So, oh, the capacitor went flying. How about that? I actually found it. So we're just going to wrap this up. And I'd like to thank everybody who was watching today. I like doing these open talks whenever I can. Sort of a bit of a change of pace. I do have quite a few machines I'll be fixing. I have a very stubborn LC 575 that has a sound chip problem that I've been trying to fix for a while. And I have an SC30 that has a bad video ROM piece that I have to redo. So that'll be fun. So I'm just putting way too much flux on here, but that's okay. When it's one of these newer syringes that's just filled to the brim, there's often a lot that comes out that you don't need, but that's fine. It's totally fine. All right, so we're just going to put this down here. Finish this up. Yeah, I haven't had to recap any Power Macs yet, but I'm scared because I'm starting to see, you know, they're not getting any younger. And it's going to happen sooner or later, and I'm going to have my work cut out for me. I don't know what I have more, Power Macs or 68K Macs. That's a scary thought that I don't know. Guess it doesn't matter because they all need to be recapped eventually, huh? I need way more solder on my iron than that. Make sure we're putting these on right. Yep, positive. So a little band on these tantalum capacitors point to the positive. That's fine. It's a little dusty. That's really not too bad. Let's try and get this tiny one. Well, the tight one here. Really? Problem is I have the microscope lens right over the tweezers, so it's like sometimes I get in a weird predicament of like a limit of how I can place these things down because the tweezer keeps hitting the darn microscope lens. All right, there we go. Right, so let's see if we could get these on, and then we'll wrap up the stream. A little bit of a solder ball there. It's okay. Make sure that wasn't touching anything it shouldn't. All right. I have a G3 beige board that required recap. Caps leaking and wouldn't boot. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, gosh. Yeah, the EMAC, there was actually a recall because I was during sort of the capacitor plague area. There's a recall about the EMAC that all of a sudden you notice weird graphics and freezing issues. And relatives of mine had that particular EMAC because I actually helped them schedule the Apple Care support thing for them to try and get that fixed. And much to their dismay, they did fix it. They didn't replace it with an Intel Mac. Would have been nice of Apple to just do it because they had to wait a while too. It's kind of frustrating that they waited that long, but I guess there was a delay. Now, I guess if you would have really put pressure on them, maybe they would have loaned you a machine or they would have swapped it out for another model or something. But anyhow, let's make sure these are all on. Nudge, nudge. Yep, that looks good to me. So it does need a little bit of a cleaning, don't we all? But I think that'll be okay for now. Hey, there I am with the weird white balance and the delayed audio, which old computer. Very sad. That's about it for now. Let's see. We have about 20 people still watching. And so I'd like to thank everybody for sticking around as we played around with some old things, unboxed some old software that I have to send to James, and we archived some stuff that was not archived before. So how cool is that? So yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for the super chats. Thank you for liking and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And I have some more repairs, like I said, coming up fairly soon, hopefully. And yeah, I'm excited to start getting back into finishing these repairs and getting them out the door. And if any of the stuff I've archived is not already on Macintosh Garden, that will be uploaded shortly and probably put on archive.org as well. But I appreciate everyone keeping me company here. So thank you very much to everyone who stopped by. And I think Sean of Action Retro and I are going to do something silly maybe next weekend. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, that's about it for now. Thank you so much for watching. And guess I'll catch you later. Bye. Go check out Dave's stream. Bye.